Hey everyone, this is David Brown with the migration update for May 10th, 2022 from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. It was another beautiful, warm, sunny morning, and I got to the park around 8:15, had a nice little walk, tons of new warblers around, but I didn't carry my camera with me, so I didn't get photos of any of them. So let's jump right in with this sharp-shinned hawk. There were a lot of blue jays migrating, had various groups of around 30, 40, 50 birds. I estimated about 450 for the day, and that was only the half the day because we moved to Frisbee Hill in the afternoon. So definitely a lot of blue jays on the move. Here we have another juvenile sharp-shinned hawk. So we know it's a juvenile because of the vertical streaking on the breast. No, it's a sharp-shinned just because the tail feathers are all the same length, relatively small head. This bulge here looks like it might be a full crop, so this bird probably ate recently. There were quite a few eastern kingbirds around, and here's two of them perched in a tree. The one distinctive thing about kingbirds is they have this white tail tip. Here we have another juvenile sharp-shinned hawk. Again, same field marks, kind of vertical brown streaking, although towards the sides it looks more like the barring of adults, so you have to be careful about that. But overall, small head, kind of compact looking, not as lanky as a Cooper's hawk. Tail feathers approximately the same length, gives it a more squared off tail tip. Once the thermal started to build, we had nice kettles of turkey vultures and broad-winged hawks off to our left, and there were quite a few bald eagles migrating as well. Here we have another juvenile sharp-shinned hawk, and this gives us a good example of that bug-eyed look that they have. This looks like it's a big eye on a small head compared to a Cooper's hawk, which looks like it has a more proportionate eye on the head. Gives it a real fierce look. Sharpies look a little bit more cute or confused. And another look at the same Sharpie as it flared. Just gives us more of a look at the underside. We can see that real squared off tail tip. This is the typical streaking you see on the juveniles, kind of a messy vertical streaking, a little bit different than the teardrop streaking of Cooper's hawks. Here we have a bobolink, which is in the blackbird family, and the most distinctive thing is probably this Nilla wafer on the back of the head. The wind shifted from east to more of a northeast, so I moved into Frisbee Hill around noon. And here's a photo of our view from up there. Although never really picked up the flight line very well. Had decent numbers of broadwings and turkey vultures in small groups, but the flight, I think, probably got pushed farther inland, and then by mid to late afternoon, things had really slowed down. And actually, I didn't photograph any birds at Frisbee Hill, but I did take this photo of a fox. If I take a look at eBird at Braddock Bay Park in the morning, had 69 species, including a lot of warblers, which we'll get to in a minute. And at Frisbee Hill Park had 39 species. And if we take a look at hawk count for our migrant raptor totals, we had 568 turkey vultures, 2 osprey, 33 bald eagles, 14 northern harriers, 126 sharp-shinned hawks, 1 Cooper's hawk, 1 red-shouldered hawk, 217 broad-winged hawks, 16 red-tailed hawks, and 1 peregrine falcon, for a total of 979 migrants today. There were quite a few new species for the season today, and they were black-throated green warbler, magnolia warbler, Cape May warbler, black and white warbler, northern water thrush, Lincoln sparrow, hermit thrush, and least flycatcher. Looking at the forecast, the next 3 days are just more of the same. So tomorrow, generally sunny with a high in the upper 60s, so getting a bit warmer. Winds east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And so I would expect similar migration. The mornings have been pretty decent recently. Afternoons have been a little bit slower as the lake breeze picks up and pushes the birds farther inland. But would expect to do pretty well tomorrow. And if we get 400 some birds, we'll hit 50,000 birds total for the season. So that'll be a good milestone that we should hit tomorrow or the next day. For Thursday, generally sunny with a high in the mid-60s. Winds east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So again, more of the same. Friday, sunny except for a few afternoon clouds, high in the upper 60s, winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So again, very similar. And it looks like coming up on Saturday is when the weather starts to change a little bit. There's a chance of some rain. And then as we get into early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the winds are going to finally shift away from this northeast into more of a westerly wind. And as we get closer, we'll keep an eye to see if there's any southwest in that that could bring big days. Right now, it's looking like they're calling for it to be more straight westerly and quite strong on some of the days like Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's still a week away, so we'll keep an eye on it as we get closer. One more thing I'd like to point out, if you go to the Swarovski Optik birding Facebook page, they have an event here that will be a live stream that's happening on Friday from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And Braddock Bay Raptor Research will be taking part in it. I think I'll probably be the one live streaming. We'll probably be in the second half, so somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And as I get more information on that, I'll share it. But check that out if you're interested. All right, that's it for today. And I want to mention that the season goes through the end of May. So the last day will be 3 weeks from today. So we're coming into the final quarter of the count here and hoping to finish strong. If you like this video, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these daily updates from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. This is David Brown. Thanks for watching.